You know well that each of these goods has its price. But did you ever think about where this price comes from? Why do you pay exactly this much? No more, no less. The generally accepted explanation is that prices are determined by a temporary balance of supply and demand. However, this is just part of the story. In fact, all numbers and price tags are nothing but a lie. Do you want to learn the truth? Let's take a look at how the prices of goods are attained. First, the producer pays for the resources necessary for production. Then he pays for lease of equipment and all the plant maintenance costs. He also has to pay his employees at the plant and in the office. When the goods are produced, they must be delivered to the warehouses and stores. And finally, the producer pays for shelf space at the store. To make it simpler, I have omitted marketing expenses, direct taxes, interest payments, and various other components that, together with the 5 just mentioned, constitute the producer's cost. Then he adds a markup. How much he can add depends on the consumer's willingness to pay, which in turn depends on consumers' preferences, incomes, and available varieties. This is how we get prices you see in stores. But what do all these elements of the pricing that we have just described consist of? You would say the answer is obvious. They consist of money, a certain number of currency units commonly used as means of payment. But what in turn does this money consist of? The answer is simpler than you might expect. It consists of nothing. Money is an abstract concept in no way related to the physical world. Once upon a time, somebody just decided that one apple should cost, say, $1. It could have been $3, $10, or $0.2. $1 per apple simply appeared the most convenient to count. But this is not the whole story. After the value of money is set, the banks start printing it. For this they need just paper and ink, materials worth much less than the associated value of currency units. In fact, the money is created out of thin air. Then, the government uses this newly created money to pay teachers, doctors, and policemen. Total quantity of money thus becomes different from total quantity of goods, which could be bought and sold for this money. Eventually, even the abstract initial value of currency becomes distorted. Besides that, there is a market where currencies are bought and sold, most often just to make short speculative profit. This market makes the value of money fluctuate unpredictably. So what is behind the formation of prices counted in these abstract values? Nothing, just other prices. This fundamental lie affects every aspect of our life, because every item, effort, or idea at the end of the day has a price under this illusory system. The lies multiply and aggregate at the level of economy, where performance is measured through GDP, a sum of prices of all goods sold within a certain period. No wonder the global economic system, shaped according to these criteria, is burdened with systemic crisis and doomed to be unsustainable. But things are not bound to happen this way. Since you have recognized the lie, you are able to discover the truth. Ask yourself, what does the producer actually spend? What constitutes every process and component of production and consumption of any good? To answer this question, we must identify what is common for all phenomena in the universe. Solar light, Earth gravitation, ocean surf, growth of plants, flow of blood in vessels, revolution of electrons around the atomic nucleus. It is all nothing but different transformations of energy. Industrial processes are just another type of natural phenomena, nothing special. When we excavate fossils, kindle furnaces, design modern kitchen utensils or cast them in molds, burn fuel or go shopping, we do nothing else than just transform energy. The producer's profit as a reward for his intellectual efforts can also be expressed as an amount of energy. So isn't it more logical to express all costs and pricing of goods in units that reflect real processes constituting their production and consumption, the energy units? Now you have seen the truth, but just a glimpse of it. Time to go further.